Hi, good afternoon. It's Aaron here, founder and CEO of 28 Games, and it's 1:30, 127, 1,327 hours. I haven't updated you guys in a while on what's going on. I try to do that. I want to make sure I'm doing that. I can't say I'm really the best right now. All this stuff right here is a whole bunch of disability stuff. It's just a lot of literature, a lot to go through, and it's just frustrating the hell out of me. It's for disability and all that, all that freaking crap. I took one look at it. I signed a contract last year, and all this really shouldn't have happened. That goes for the bankruptcy and everything else. I'm trying to stay really calm right now, and it's difficult to do that because I really can't stand the person that screwed me over. And if I want to say what I want to do to that person, I really can't say that right now because in some ways I really just had it. It's one thing after another. It doesn't stop. My mother, yeah, she's good and well and dandy. She's going to a Rod Stewart concert with one of her co-workers. Noelle, she's a nice Mexican woman, 50 years old, around my mother's age. I just, you reach your breaking point. I'm just there. I really am. I don't want to say F it, I'm giving up, but it just really, it shouldn't have gotten to the point that it has. And I'm just there. I've just had it. A lot of things should not have happened. And it's just one thing after another. You feel like it's rags to better rags. Living with someone with mental illness is a vicious cycle that does not stop. Yesterday, my mother was home, and she works 6 to 2, doing 6 to 2 today. Well, no, she's working a double. So she's working today and then going to the concert. And then our grocery shopping is delayed until tomorrow. And by the way, I know you're all looking at this and not thinking of anything of it. Like, oh, this guy's really mad. But everything's just fine. Because that's how people are. People don't get it. People don't understand. And it frustrates me to no end because it feels like we live in a world now. You can't engage in a conversation with people because people just don't want to do that. People are people nowadays. People like things short, sweet, and to the point. They don't want to put work in. They don't want to help people financially. They just don't want to do things. That's the kind of world we live in. A lazy, complacent world. Okay? And keep in mind, I'm irritated right now. So, when you're irritated, things kind of stay negative. Trust me, I've been around my mother. That's how it is with her. It seems like we're polar opposites. When she has a good day, I have a bad day. When I have a bad day, she kind of has a good day. We got Jason E. moving in on Sunday, who is my mother's brother-in-law. I'm not too wild about that because he was here before when my mother was at her worst. And, she acted up, and one time Jason didn't like that and was basically going around and panicked. He was just kind of going around in circles on our first floor, going through the living room, our hallway, our kitchen, just spinning around. Just like dazed, afraid, and, in panic mode. He didn't know what to do. So, she needs that for money. The bankruptcy thing, there's that. She worries about everything. She worries about money every single time. I caught her doing an episode last night, and I said, no, I'm going down there, I'm stopping it, putting a stop to it. So I did, and, she kind of just dodged, she kind of went from the downstairs bathroom to the upstairs. I said, you got a problem, okay? This is psychotic behavior. No one else knows it, I do. And she calmed down, and, she told me why she was doing it. I know why she's doing it. Because she's got anxiety about everything. She worries about money. She worries about everything. She's got all this. She's got all this. But, yeah, I don't want to make this too long because my phone's burning up. But, I wanted to vlog, let you know what's going on. All this freaking DHHS, disability. I've done it before. I know what it is. You know, they don't let you get on easily. It's a unnecessary, just unnecessary. A whole bunch of freaking paperwork, a whole bunch of different proofs. They make it. It's like they make it so you can't get on. I swear to God. You know, and keep in mind, I'll be better. This is just a weak moment. But I'm Aaron. I am Chief Executive Officer and founder of 28 Games, the thing I've been doing since 2021. That game's almost here. But I'm going to tell you, I do expect something after all this. I really do.